So guys, just give me a second. I'm just new to YouTube. I'm not too sure why it's a bit slow, but hopefully we can get into that very shortly. But yeah, welcome in guys. I'm just going to jump into a live video on YouTube. I do apologise if it's a bit slow at the moment or frame rates are dropping. Don't worry about that. We're trying to sort it out in the meantime. But welcome in guys to Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. I hope you're doing okay. This is the first time I've actually gone live on YouTube for the Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs own channel. So better than being live on Facebook just to test the water and see how well we are doing. Hopefully everyone is well. I'm just going to jump into a quick intro, but to see how well things go. If you can see me, then please let me know. If you do like the live video, please do, because it'll help me out. And please, if you are new out here and you've not subscribed to Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs, please do, because we're getting into also quite a lot of details this evening. I'm going to mention exactly what we're going to be talking about. Evening, Adam. How you doing, mate? So yeah, as I say, I do apologise. We're on YouTube for a change for tonight. Just because I think it's the right thing, you know, maybe test the water and see how well it goes. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully the sound quality and the picture quality is okay. If not, then let me know, because I'm all for it. But yeah, so we're going to get into potentially the 2023 Quick Fit British Touring Guide news from last week as well as this week. It's quite amazing to see what's gone on over the last probably week or so within the BTCC. So yeah, I'm looking forward to producing some amazing vlogs about what I've heard over the last couple of weeks, as well as talking to you guys on the live videos. If I don't see your comment, guys, don't worry. I will try and chase up with the live comments after the live video, and I will, if there's any questions I've missed out, then I'll try and read them out and do a live video on the Facebook page, or try and do essentially what I normally do, and try and do a vlog. So I'll try and compile it into a vlog if I can at some point. But hopefully picture's fine, hopefully sound's fine. Just let me know. If not, it's not a problem. But where do we start then? So last week then was where it kick-started and potentially nearly exploded my head. My brain was fried after a certain amount of news and speculation regarding the BTCC. There was a lot all came about at once. Forgive me if I'm wrong, or forgive me if things have happened in different order. You know, I'm just trying to recap everything as best as I can. So as I say, where do I start? So yeah, last week, last Monday, I believe it's last Monday or sometime last week. Obviously, you know, we had Colin Turkington confirm that he's going back to WSR for another season and potentially to reach his 5th title. Yeah, for the first time getting the 5th title, should I say. Yeah, it's the first time a driver has actually got the 5th title. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how well he's going to do. Obviously, back in potentially the BMW 330E, you know, it's kind of amazing to see how well Colin's going to adapt, because, you know, Colin's missed out on the title last season, potentially getting back into the frame, especially after that nasty shunt between himself and Dan Lloyd at Alton Park last year. You know, maybe that's what's kind of hampered Colin's sort of championship last season, but he's back for another crack this year to hopefully make it five championships wins, believe it or not. So it's probably the first time the champions actually made it to 5 championships in a row. So what else was happening? Then it got announced that BTC Racing, that is what used to be BTC Norlin or Norlin back in the day, Bert Taylor's old team, but obviously Steve Dudman and the likes of Danny Buxton, they have now merged to One Motorsport with Starline. I believe that's the sponsor, which surprises me that Will Powell, that race for Team Hard, is obviously merged together with that. And they've retained, of course, Josh Cook. So Josh Cook is back for another season at his former team that's now rebranded. And surprisingly, that Aidan Moffat has joined Josh Cook at Starline Racing or One Motorsport, depending on obviously what the sponsorship is. I'll have to try and get 100% the names ready for the Media Day preview. And believe it or not, last week it got announced that Brands Hatch will be playing host to Media Day, which, believe it or not, is probably a bit weird because, you know, it's right down in Kent. Okay, fair enough. But, you know, it's a week before the season actually kickstarts in earnest. The week after, obviously, the season starts racing probably at Donington Park the weekend after Media Day. So obviously a week after Media Day, they'll be get ready for rounds 1, 2, and 3 of the championship. So, you know, that's quite interesting to see. And then, believe it or not, Jack Butel, aka Jack Butel, raced for Sicily, and then of course at Accelerate for 2 seasons. He is now at Team Hard, which brings me on to how I feel about Team Hard, to be honest, with the likes of Bobby Thompson and, of course, Aaron Taylor-Smith. Aaron Taylor-Smith is retained. It's just not obviously been 100% announced yet, but we believe he has. And we do have, of course, Dan Lloyd jumping from Accelerate. But then, speaking of Accelerate, we do have, of course, Ronan Pearson from the JCWs making his step up into the BTCC. Which, believe it or not, is probably, he stated that he was going to have a deal with Accelerate for 2024, but now he's stepped into the BTCC a year early, which, can you believe it or not, that that is exactly what's going on. If you are watching the comments, guys, can you please remember, keep it clean and sensible. I can't actually see people's comments until I flick onto the screen. As I say, it's something new that we've done around here, but I think, you know, with Ronan going to Accelerate with the likes of Tom Chilton, Tom Ingram and Nick Halstead, I think personally it's great for him because, yeah, he stated he was going to go and join touring cars next year, but coming a year early just shows exactly, you know, right mindset. Obviously, you've had the budget to do it, so fair enough. And I think, you know, for someone that's raced JCWs for the past 2 seasons, okay, it is going to be very interesting. Evening, Darryl. You're right, mate. It's don't worry about it, mate. I have no idea either, mate. I'll have a look into it. Don't worry, we'll sort it out. But yeah, it might be just because I don't know. I've never realised what. I've never known YouTube comments to come up with different things, so don't worry about it, mate. It's just, like I say, it's testing the water for this YouTube. So yeah, I think Ronan Pearson will do very well in the Hyundai 30M Fastback. It's going to be a bit of a game changer for him, really, because obviously we've been in JCWs, but, you know, fair play. He's obviously going through the right links with Accelerate because he raced for Accelerate in the minis. So fair point. He's made his point across that he's now joining touring cars a year earlier than planned, which, fair point. Then yesterday, this is where yesterday's big news literally had me shocked. Potentially not even, I don't know how to put it, but just gonna be careful what I say here because there might be, I'm not gonna say negative comments, but, you know, there's gonna be some sort of weird caliber from what I'm about to say. Yesterday, obviously, Napa Racing UK announced their return. People were saying, well, where's the new car at? Because they were on about going rear-wheel drive. and that's not happened. However, they changed delivery slightly this year, and they do now have 4 Napa Racing UK Focus STs on the grid. Obviously, the other two, with the likes of what was raced by, of course, Sam Osborne and, of course, Ollie Jackson. That brings me to last week's news as well. Ollie Jackson has stepped away from BTCC, which is a big shame. But he's still in the BTCC paddock with racing in the Porsches, so we will see Ollie Jackson at some rounds of the championship racing in the Porsche Carreras. I believe it's in the Carreras. It didn't say whether it's in the Cayman Sprint Challenge, but he's going to be still in the support paddock, so he's still on the Toka weekend. It's a big shame for Ollie, really, because I think he did really well at Motorway slash Napa Racing or whatever, APEC Racing, whatever they were known, he was known as team-wise last season. But Napa Racing UK, as I say, have brought 4 cars to the grid. So Napa are sponsoring 4 cars this season. Believe it or not, you have, of course, Ash Sutton, who was there last season. Obviously, 3-time British Touring Car Champion, tried to make it 4 and potentially 3 championships in a row last season. Narrowly been beaten by, of course, by Tom Ingram. But then we've got, of course, Dan Camish, who also teamed up with Ash Sutton at Napa Racing last season. But then they've now been joined by, of course, Sam Osborne, whose dad Pete part owns Motorbase slash Napa Racing, however you want to put it. And a shock surprise, really, for me. And I don't know how to take it. I don't know how, at the moment, it's still sinking in to feel like, what's going on. And that is, of course, my friend and my pal, Dan Rowbottom. Robo has gone to Napa Racing UK. I don't know how to feel. I don't want to sound biased. I don't want to sound like I'm upset about the way he's gone to Napa Racing UK. I think personally it's great for him. I think, what's happened at Dynamics, why haven't Dynamics, decided, were they going to keep him on for another year? Okay, when he signed in 2021 for Dynamics, it was a 2-year deal anyway. But you'd think after what he did in 2021, potentially they'd keep him on for 2023. But I don't know what's really going on. I don't really want to ask him. I don't really want to go into details. I don't really want, as much as I want to try and find out, I don't really want to. Because it's not my place. It's not my, what's the word I'm looking for? Not my business, should I say. But for Dan Rowbottom to go to Napa Racing UK, that was a massive shock. I watched the video at first and I was like, I swear that's Dan Rowbottom, I swear that's Robo. I get a message off a guy that follows the vlogs on Facebook, James Bradfield, saying Robo, and I'm like, effing hell, because I saw it. He said, "Did you not see it?" I said, "Yeah, I've seen it," but because I was in disbelief and I was gobsmacked to find out he's gone there, and this is why it's still not sank in as of yet, that what's going on. So that to me is showing that Cataclysm have obviously gone across to Napa with him, which, don't get me wrong, it's it shows how loyal Cataclysm are and how loyal Dan is to be in the championship. And I really hope this season he learns a lot off Ash and he learns a lot off Dan Cam. And okay, Sam Osborne can do the same, they can learn off the two of them. I'm not saying Sam Osborne is a bad driver. Sam Osborne's done a lot for the vlogs. He did a Q&A that I sent him a while ago. Met him at Croft 2021, nice guy. But, maybe Robo and Sam can learn how to, you know, from a three-time British touring car champion. So it just shows exactly what's going on with the off season. Obviously, you know, there's still seats to be filled. We've got the likes of Dynamics yet to announce their lineup. We've got the second Power Max car. We've got Speedworks with their three Corollas. We've still got another One Motorsport or Starline Racing, whatever it is, what used to be BTC, to be announced. Excuse me. And there's a lot to take in. So who knows what's going to happen within the rights of the rest of the seats for BTCC this season. Obviously, as I say, the media day is going to be at Brands Hatch. Obviously, I think that's obviously going to be quite interesting to see what happens. Obviously, they tweak the rules this year, which will go into another live video very soon. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Speaking of live videos, I'm also going to be announcing the live video schedule, which has happened over the last day or so. When is it media day? It is the 12th of April, mate, I believe, if I remember rightly. I'll have to double check because I'm obviously going to have to sort it out for a future live video. Right, so we do have, if my phone decides to load up, which I doubt it because it's not. I'm trying to go on the vlogs Instagram. Oh, that's one. It'd help if I turned the internet on my spare phone, wouldn't it? But we'll go on to about March's live video schedule. Why I know it says BTCC 2023 news, but we'll still go on about the live videos for March, so you guys know what's going on. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you know I've not had any feedback saying stuff's not about, but I'm interested to hear. But give me 1 second. There we go. It's loaded up. Right, so March's live video schedule. You may have noticed on the Facebook page we've put it on. I think we put it on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember, or even yesterday. We've done it for quite some time. To get that out there, it took some time to get the live video schedule out because I had to prepare and had to think what days I can do. Oh, picture connection not great though. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and sort this out. But like I say, it's the first time I've done it. We'll try and sort out the picture at some point. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know whether it's going to stop the live video. It's still the same. That's all right. If you can hear me, then that's okay. I'll try and sort it. Yeah, me. Good evening, Mark. How are you, mate? But as I was saying, that's a bit annoying. That picture quality is a bit crap. But we'll try and sort it out for a future live video on the YouTube. So yeah, March's live video schedule as follows. Then I did try and sort this out, so it's a bit fair. I'm going to go into reasons why the videos are a week. Let's say Monday. That's all right. I'm glad the views are going up though. I can't really tell how many I had. It did come up and told me, but it's okay. I'm a bit peeved. The video quality is not good, but the sound's good. That's okay. As long as that matters, that's that's okay with me. It might be because I don't know what it is. Like I say, testing the water. So yeah, as I say, March's live video schedule took me a while to get out there. Purely because yeah, I'm doing alright, Mark. Just a bit shocked about Robo being at Napa Racing, but it is what it is. But nevertheless, we'll get into that about another day. So as I was saying, March's live video schedule took a bit of time to prepare. You may have noticed it is on a Monday. and then the week after it goes to a Wednesday, and then vice versa. I don't want you guys to get offended what I'm about to say. It does say at the bottom in capital letters and the asterisks, it does say, please note that the live videos are once a week during March, either a Monday or a Wednesday. I'm going to go into details about that potentially next week in next Tuesday. I'm going to go live next Tuesday evening back on our Facebook page. So we'll be back live on Facebook on Monday and Tuesday next week. I know some people are probably going to be waiting online on Tuesday. Don't worry if you can't make it. You know, the live videos are there to be watched when you want to watch. But Monday and Tuesday next week is when I'm going to be live. I'll discuss a bit of brief why they're going to be Monday and then a Wednesday and then vice versa. It's only going to be once a week. At the moment, with the BTCC getting closer and closer to, of course, starting its, final stages, final months of preparation, I want to try and get ready for the Friday night preview shows that I'm going to be doing as of the first round of the championship in April, which will be a Friday night, which I think that'll be really good to have. However, I am trying to, get things out there. Yeah, I agree, Mark. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, mate. I was shocked. I was shell shocked about it. I think, you know, what's going on at Dynamics, but it's not for me to say, mate. I'm not, I'm his biggest fan. Well, one of his biggest fans, should I say? Just in case someone else jumps in and tries to have an argument about it. But I was shocked when I found out he went to Napa, and maybe like you say, you can learn off Dan Cameron, of course, Ash Sutton. So it is what it is, mate, and I'm not upset about it. It is what it is, and I personally think it will be the right decision. I'm still coming to terms with it. Don't get me wrong. It this time of year when they're announcing teams and drivers. I hate to say this, but I get anxious because especially when it's your favourite drivers as well, because you think, well, where they're going to end up going? Are they going to end up without a drive, or are they going to go to a different team, or is some new driver going to be their teammate? And you wonder how that's going to happen. But don't get me wrong, I'm proud for him. I'm proud of Spunch. But that's probably just how I feel about anxious. So anyway, going back into March's live video schedule, they are going to be once a week. I do apologise about that. Going back once a week, didn't really want to be doing that, but at the moment, the way things go, I want to prepare for Friday night's live videos that I do for the previews of the BTCC events. I want to try and do them on a Friday, and it gives me a bit more leeway when that does happen in April. We might go back. I like rumours Plato could go to Dynamics, mate. See, stuff like that. It's a rumour, and it did make me chuckle yesterday, but I had a bit of a debate with someone yesterday about saying, well, it's not going to happen because Plato wants a manufactured deal. He wants a 3-year deal manufacturer, potentially bringing a new manufacturer. I'm not going to say this is going to be wrong. If Plato does go to Dynamics and Matt Neal's in the second car, then fair play. I give him credit as his due. He deserves every right to be on the grid. But I laughed at it. But anyway, going into about March's live video schedule, as I say, the once a week. If things go well on the Monday, the 6th of March, which is a week on Monday, then I may go back live twice just to see how it goes. I'm just trying to obviously test the water at the moment to try and see the parity between going live on a Monday one week, then going live on a Wednesday the other week. It's nothing you guys have done. It's nothing I hate. It's just the fact is I'm trying to get a bit of a continuous, I'm not going to say continuous grip, but sort of a routine, if you will. But I know for a fact you guys enjoy it on a Monday and a Wednesday. So you never know. It might come back to being live twice a week. At the moment, I'm trying to work out and work around ways of doing that. You know, it's been difficult for the last couple of weeks. I'm not going to lie. Where when we've gone live on a Monday and a Wednesday, don't get me wrong, it's been great. But sometimes I feel like, I've got to try and weigh up the numbers and the views and get the algorithm and stuff like that going. You guys have been so really great recently with the live videos, enjoying the interaction. Even when we've had the likes of Ty and Chris Cuthbert on, and we had Harvey and Alex Kersley on, we even had Daryl on. When we've had people on the live videos, it's views have shot up, views of you know. I looked at some of the stuff today, some of the posts I put on the vlog page on Facebook, and some of it reached over 1,000 people, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? But then it's because people are joining from their side as well as our side. So without you guys joining in from our side, but then their side as well, it's helped me massively, and it brings me so much joy and so much happiness that the live videos are going exactly how I want them to go. I know this one's a bit jittery with the video camera, unless it's because I'm recording and then obviously later on it sorts itself out. I'll have to watch it back and see what it's like. But like I say, I'm only testing the water to see what happens with the YouTube. Um, but yeah, so maybe March may come back to 2 live videos a week. I'll have to see how well it goes. Next Monday is going to be the F1 preview. That was meant to obviously be Monday. Didn't do it. I wanted to prepare for, tonight coming on here. Because it takes a lot of time. It's, you think of an idea like, oh, I've got a YouTube channel, not been live on YouTube before, so I don't know how it works. And it's a bit shocking that the video quality is a bit crap, and maybe it's something I need to look into to figure out what's going on to make that happen. And it could be very interesting. Oh, you liking me 11 degrees top, Daryl? Thanks, mate. I've had it a while. I like it myself, mate. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think about the new look Hoppers Motorsport vlogs live video schedules. If you prefer 2 live videos, then please do let me know. I'm not going to bite it. Yeah, I'm not going to bite your head off and say, no, I'm doing it how I want to do it. If you guys prefer 2 live videos a week, that is no problem. We can sort that out, of course. I'm trying to obviously test the water with a lot of things. I did pick the name for the podcast on Friday. I think it was last Friday. Was it last Friday? Was it Friday? Or it might have been Friday afternoon before going to work. I've not announced it as of yet, but the podcast, they were going to start this month, but they are going to start the middle of March, ready for the British Touring Car season, or they may start the day when media day is. Okay, let me read this, Daryl. I'm going to have to read your comment, mate. I can't. Let's have a look. Is it because I've got slow? It might be because I've got slow mode on. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that. If you only want to do one once a week, why not do a 90-minute video once a week? Like half. What was that? Sorry, mate. I'm trying to read your message, mate. 8:30 till 10. Yeah, that's a possibility, mate. That's a possibility. I might look into that. It might be because we've got slow mode on as well, is why the video quality is rubbish. But that's how I can read the chat, because chat can go ballistic sometimes. But yeah, so I might look at that, mate. I might look at potentially doing a 90-minute live video where I go live, let's say at 8:30 on a Monday or a Wednesday after work. So when I get in, and then I'm here till 10 o'clock at night talking. Then I'm not having to, excuse me, I'm not having to worry about, what trying to push for a live video twice a week. I think you might be right there, mate. I think that might be the sensible idea. I do potentially want to try and get back into the swing of trying to go live twice a week when I can. I'm going to try and go live maybe in April 3 times a week, so that will probably be Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday. It's a bit annoying that every other Thursday I do TNRL commentary. Otherwise, if I wasn't doing that, then I'd probably go live on Thursday. But TNRL takes up my time every other fortnightly on a Thursday. So that's why we're just testing the water tonight on YouTube. I want to try and get you guys hefty involved in the live videos in the new season of motorsport, i.e. Formula 1, because that is next weekend. Excuse me, I thought I was going to burp. But I want to try and get you guys hefty involved in the live videos with a live video debate. Yeah, exactly, mate. There will be videos on bank holidays. I don't back out of doing them. Even though it's a bank holiday, I still will be doing live videos. I don't really have time not to do. There's going to be times in a couple of weeks. I'm going to obviously, I'm off work next week for a week, which I'm looking forward to. So next week may mean there may be quite a few vlogs coming out onto the YouTube. The TCR vlog that I want to do, I want to try and talk about how I feel about UK TCR and TCR in general. Compare it to obviously the BTCC, which may cause a few hairs on chests to stand up because people might think, Hoppers, what are you on about? But also there's a lot of things I want to work out, like, how well do I think Napa Racing are going to do this season. I want to try and get that out there. There's a lot of things I want to try and work on this month, as in March. I want to try and get March to a degree where we can get tick off the box and say, well, that's another month for Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs where we've had XYZ number of viewers, we've had XYZ number of people liking our stuff and our YouTube. I want to try and get bigger and better in the next couple of months. As I say, the podcast, I want to try and start them in March. I have picked the name, so I will be announcing that tomorrow, or maybe announcing that on Monday's live video. I won't be announcing it now, but I'll be doing it on Monday. I want to try and go back live on the Instagram, because we're on Instagram. I want to try and go back live on there as well as Facebook at the same time. So our viewers on Instagram as well as Facebook can interact. It's a bit weird when I've got the Instagram account and I've been live on Instagram before and I've not done it for quite some time. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on at the moment that I'm trying to sort out in the background of Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs. I don't know how you guys would feel if we put out a feed, like a questionnaire, to see what you guys want to see regarding the vlogs or regarding, let's say, the British Touring Cars. Sort of give me a bit of feedback. Like the British Touring Cars have done with about a fan survey. Maybe a Hoppers Motorsport Vlog survey to say, Hoppers, mate, I'd like to see this, I'd like to see that, I'd like to do, I'd like to see more of this or less of that. At the end of the day, choices are yours, guys. You guys are here to keep me going and help me along the way. What else was I going to say? I know it says BTCC news, but we can talk about other things as well. I'd like to personally say just why you guys are watching and why I'm here. It means a lot that you guys have enjoyed the content recently. I did have a bit of an emotional moment last Thursday. I went to work and I realised how great last Wednesday was having time Chris Cuff put on. That video is going to be screen recorded on my phone and then put onto here, so put onto the YouTube channel. I'm going to try and do it for this weekend, and then obviously people that have not seen the interview that are on Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs Facebook page, they can see it on YouTube. I must say it was a great interview. We had a great laugh. We had a great bit of banter. You know, I personally am happy doing interviews and doing the live videos like that, as well as talking to you guys. I personally find it, I don't know how to put it, but I'll put it politely. When I come to do a live video prior to, if I don't do a 5 minute build up, I'm just sat here, or I jump straight into the live video, I feel like there's a bit of part of me saying, oh, it's going to go downhill because, you know, it's this, it's that, but it's not. And it has been great over the last couple of weeks. I feel personally that without you guys being involved in Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs, I wouldn't be here doing these live videos or testing the water on YouTube, or, you know, I'd still go to touring cars, I'd still meet up with you guys, but I wouldn't be doing what I do now if it wasn't for the fact is the core of the group. You know, I call you guys a core. It's like you guys are the middle and I'm the outside of the apple. You know, and that, some of you guys might think Hoppers is talking about apples. Is he hungry? But no, you guys have kept me going. You guys are the ones that hold the apple together, or you hold me together, you know, and I appreciate that. I couldn't, as I say, I couldn't do this without you guys coming in, commenting, you name it. I looked at certain ways the other day where I looked back at a live video, probably when I first started. I think Daryl might remember it. It wasn't the Q&A. It wasn't the first Q&A. I think it was when I was living on my own, and I think I did cooked a pizza, if I remember rightly. And I think that's what I'm trying to remember. I'm sure Daryl will comment in a minute and help me jog my memory. But I remember sat at home, and I ended up had to go and cook some food while I was at home because, you know, I was quite hungry and I needed something to eat. But, you know, to do that as well as at the same time cook my tea, but then take you guys. Yeah, see, you do remember it, Daryl. I'm glad you do, mate. But yeah, so yeah, you know, stuff like that. It makes me realise, well, you know, whatever I'm doing, whether I'm doing some food and I take you guys into the kitchen, you know, you guys are still there watching me and listening to what I'm saying. So to a degree, I can't thank you guys enough. I've had some time recently where I've looked at Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs and I've thought, you know, how great it's been over the last couple of months, how great it's been over the last 3 years. You know, I can't believe how far and how amazing it's been. And when we've had people jump into the live videos and people have gone, hey mate, I love your content, you know, I love what you do, I'm proud as punch. And I know this might sound, yeah, exactly, mate, you know, lot stand out. Let me read that comment again, mate. It's a bit annoying that I can't read half the time. Lot stand out, but Pizza, your tour of Vlog HQ, your guests were some of the best. Thanks, mate. See, stuff like that, comments like this help me. I really want the best for you guys. I really want to give you guys the inside of what goes on in Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. It hasn't been the easiest since, I'm gonna admit, some COVID-19 2020, and this is probably dwelling on it a bit, which I don't really want to do sometimes, but maybe sometimes I have to. When COVID-19 hit in 2020 and motorsport was behind closed doors, it was a bit of a rough time for Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a rough time for us to think, what are we going to do? What are we going to do for our adoring fan base? What are we going to do to give you guys some videos? Yeah, exactly, mate. And that's exactly, Daryl. And that's what I mean. Lockdown videos was some of the. I have to reread that, mate. Sorry. Lockdown videos were some of the best. It was part of our routine. Exactly. You know, and that's what brought me into doing this. You know, it was part of a routine every week, week in, week out, checking how everyone was doing, how everyone was coping with the pandemic. And that's what I did. You know, I didn't look back and thought, hang on, this is a bit rubbish, this is a bit crap. I was proud to do you a live video during COVID, and I think at the time, you know, I was worrying about what was going to happen with motorsport, you know, how I could approach doing a live video, but I nailed it straight away. I managed to go, right, this is this, this is that. Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs then kickstarts a lot of things into the live video situation. I think if I hadn't gone live during the COVID pandemic, I think we would have been probably wondering what's going on. But you guys have helped me massively over that time. And then when I set up, when I set up a Dirt Rally 2 competition, whether it was on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, some of you guys entered. That's actually the club that I've made is actually still active, which I may do another Dirt Rally competition just for fun on there, and you can try and beat my times. I might do that next week actually, just for a bit of a laugh. But I'm grateful for your support. I'm grateful for everyone that is here. I look back on certain things over the last couple of days. I said to myself yesterday when I was at work, I was grateful when Michael Crease came on for the words of wisdom for a bit. And then I think it was actually while we were talking about the stress and anxiety it caused about when I do a vlog. And to listen what Creasy said about, you know, don't worry about anything, you know, you are you, you know, you do a good job from a racing driver as well. It just shows exactly how much support I get. You know, I don't know how to word this, but just bear with me. If I didn't have them words of wisdom, or them kind words from each and every one of you, including Michael Crease, I think it would have been a bit of a weird one. You know, I sometimes look back, and when I've talked about the stress and anxiety with a vlog or doing a vlog, it's amazing to see how characteristics change or how much my character changes. If you've seen me have an anxiety moment, which I don't think some of you probably have or some of you may have, it's not the nicest experience for both myself and obviously the person who's seen me have it. And excuse me, but you know, I'm open to talk about it. You know, I feel like, you know, we are obviously, we're human and we do have, you know, we can have issues in life. But when I managed to talk about it to you guys, I felt like, here we go. This is going to be where it gets emotional, or where it gets a bit too much, and then I have to stop the live video. However, I don't. I think about how you guys give me the support, how you guys enjoy the content. You know, I felt like after I talked about the stress and anxiety about doing the vlog, especially when we went to Snetterton, and if you're not seeing the vlog actually about it, do go and check it out on here, because it'll mean a lot to me. And you know, there's some parts in there that you guys may not be being aware of, or certain things you look at and you go, didn't know that Hoppers was this, or Hoppers is that. And you know, I do feel like this is exactly how important things get for not only the vlogs, or not only um, a lot of things ongoing, you know, but you guys have kept us going. So what's round the corner for you guys? What's round the corner for us at Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs? If you've got anything to ask, guys, let us know in the comments. By all means, I'm all for it. But I don't know what I'd do if you guys weren't watching. It's all right, Daryl. Don't worry about it, mate. You know, I think you guys know, some of you guys know what your favourite vlogs are or live videos are, and I'm proud you guys like them. You know, I do look back at when I've done a live video, and I've gone, you know, yes, sometimes I've been a bit debatable. I've been a bit, I don't know, but there's a lot going on, and you guys have got us through the easy part by sitting and watching and listening to me. The hardest part is me carrying on talking. But as I say, I appreciate everyone's kind words. I appreciate everyone's kindness. I appreciate you guys just being here. Even if you're just sitting here and just listening to me talk, and you just think, I'm not going to comment because, one, I don't know how Hoppers will react, then that's fine. You don't have to comment. You can sit and listen to me talk. You can watch what people are putting in the comments. Excuse me. But most of all, I'm going to tell you this now. If you are joining a Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs live video and you're a bit anxious to put a comment, or you're a bit wary of trying to put a comment in because you're worried how I'm going to be, just put it in. Just put a comment in. I'm gonna just obviously do this now. I know Daryl's watching. Daryl's been a keen follower of the vlogs from day one, and Daryl and I have been friends for quite some time. I'm just going to give you guys a scenario. If Daryl asks me a question, just do it like it's someone else, mate. And just, I don't know how you'd word it, but just word it a bit different and see how things go. Just as a test. I know it will be your question, but just do it like it's someone else. You know what I mean? You know, just to see how it is, because Daryl's not scared of putting comments in and asking me questions, but never fear to put a comment in and ask me a question about something. At the end of the day, we're all human. I'm a down to earth guy. I don't bite people's heads off. I don't really, I don't really struggle to try and grasp what's going on. Everyone just banter Hoppers. Well done, Mark. Yes, yeah, exactly. Some of it is just banter. Some of it is just a bit of a laugh. But you know, I appreciate it. I know sometimes I take banter the wrong way, but that's because sometimes, see, stuff like that. Who do I think is going to win British Touring Cars? Right? I know for a fact. Daryl doesn't. Daryl's a bit. Daryl thinks he's going to be scared of me answering that, and I know for a fact he knows I won't. But who do I think is going to win this year? Well, it depends who's quicker and who's. I'm joking. I don't know, mate. Personally, I'd like to see Tom Ingram go back to back, but that's just my opinion. But ideally, Dan Rowbottom. That's just me, isn't it? You know, I'm biased about Dan Rowbottom. You know, I always have been. Michael Crease comes back, then Michael Crease can be champion. But yeah, but as I was saying, guys, it's always a pleasure to have you guys round. Well, when I say round, I mean in the live video. You know, I can't believe how well things have gone over the last couple of months. You know, and you know, as I say, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. Yeah, there'll be, yeah, definitely, mate. There's a lot of people in there, but as I say, I can't pick at the moment because you know, got to wait till round one and or see who goes well at media day. That's what I normally do. I normally look at who goes well at media day to give me a clear picture of what's going to happen for round one, and then the rest of the season and vice versa. But you never know, do you? Anything can happen in BTCC. You know, I might jump in a car and I might win. No, I'm joking. That's never going to happen. But, you know, as I say, you guys have helped me through the thick and thin of Hopper's Matchbox vlogs recently. I don't know how I've been feeling about what's happened recently. I think because the way things have gone with the vlogs and you know or the live videos, shall I say, people class them as vlogs. I don't mind you classing the live videos as a vlog. Um, yeah, exactly. Racing is back. Exactly. This weekend it is World Superbikes and F1 next weekend. Yeah, I agree, Mark. I agree, mate. Sutton to win it, first driver to go from front to well, rear wheel drive and front wheel drive. I agree, mate. I agree. I'm not going to lie. It'd be interesting to see how well Sutton, as in Ash Sutton's going to do. Obviously, because he's going to be hungry for that championship. He was hungry for it last year, only to be, you know, liability there and then, getting caught up in stupid incidents now and again. But you know, don't get me wrong, Ash is proved. You know, he's a champion. He's you know he was a champion in 2017, 2020, 2021. You know, you can see how much he prepares for that, and he's got a good engineer as well. So you know, I've always said it's down to how you set up the car, it's how you react with your engineer and your mechanics, etc. If I'm wrong, then fair point. But that's how I feel. You know, you've got to work well with your team as well as your teammates. If your teammates are there to help you out at the end of the season to try and get that championship, then fair point. You know, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens this season and obviously for the motorsport year. Obviously, Aussie V8. You know, I know people call it Supercars Australia, you know, but they had their annual test at Sydney yesterday. Uh, the Camaro and the new shape Mustang. Not too sure what I think, but I'll go into a video about that at a later date. Japanese Super GT is a vlog that I want to do very soon, so that'll be coming out. There's a lot of vlogs that I've been saying that I'll do, but I've never had the time of day. But who knows? But I will be wrapping up very soon, guys. But as I say, the YouTube video is a bit slow, but we'll try and figure it out why that is. But hopefully not when we go live again at some point. If you are liking the video, guys, please do give a thumbs up. Please do click that thumbs up at the top corner. If you are new to Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs on YouTube, please do subscribe. We're not trying to reach massive amount of subscribers on YouTube. Some people might think, what? Yeah, I'm getting the. That's all right. I'm getting the interaction. You know, I love the interaction. I don't mind how many people are watching, how many people aren't. It's fine. It's a bit frustrating that you know the video is a bit crap, but the interaction's okay though, which the comments and that you know it helps. But as normal, we'll go back on Facebook next week. I was only testing the water to see how well it goes. Do you guys want to know the name of the podcast? Or do you want me to announce it next week? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to announce it now? Yeah, exactly. It's just a trial, mate. It's just a trial, and I'm not going to say we're going to be forever on YouTube. You never know. We might revert back to it. It might be because slow mode's on, and that's why it's been slow, mate. Because your new version of lip sync. Mark O'Neill, you are funny, mate. Thank you. I like that comment. Go on and announce it. Okay. So the name of the podcast then, so the Hoppers Motorsport Vlog podcast is called All About the Pods. Yes, that is right. All About the Pods. And I'll tell you what, if Simon Coombs was watching on YouTube, he follows us on the vlogs. He picked that name. I drew it out. I think it suits it. All About the Pods. You know, it's going to be great. I can't wait to start the first episode. Obviously, like I say, that's going to happen in March. Not too sure when in March, though. But I'll try and get it done in the middle of March. So when I've got an evening free, I'll jump on and do the first ever podcast. And then hopefully that'll go on to Spotify for you guys to listen, whether you're out in the car, whether you're out at home, or whether you're just out for a walk or you need some downtime. You know. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's what I like, Mark. That's, you know, I have to read your comment again, mate, because you do what you feel happy to do. You could keep us waiting. But the thing is, mate, I'm happy to tell you guys what goes on. You know, I'm more than happy to go and tell you what's exactly going on. You know, I love being myself and I love being you guys interacting. You know, so that podcast hopefully will be out and sorted by end of March, the first one. And then we'll obviously keep going as time goes on. There will be a live and exclusive podcast, of course, at Snetterton in May. That will be probably on the Saturday, where I might try and get some drivers onto my podcast, whether they're from the BTCC or the support series. We'll try and see what happens there. So yeah, we might do that. There's a lot I want to try in the next couple of weeks and up and coming months. It's not all going to be about British Touring Cars podcast. They are going to be about Formula One, WRC. No, I haven't, mate. I've not had a look at Formula One this week, mate. I need to. But I'll have to have a look, mate, and I'll get back to you on that one. Daryl, what was your comment, mate? Any trackside vlogs planned for this year? Yes, Snetterton is one. I'm looking at some other trackside vlogs. Not too sure what yet. Croft BTCC weekend was potentially an option. I'm still looking into that. But I'm looking at potentially looking at some other vlogs as well. I'm going to try, if I can, go and find out where Ty Cuthbert is karting and try and go and do that for him, as well as you guys, obviously. I'm just looking at the time. But yeah. So yeah, there's quite a few vlogs that I want to do. There's quite a few things I want to try and test the water with, as well with you guys. Another thing I need to do is update our social medias. So that is the Twitter, the Instagram, because mainly most of the stuff go on there. The Facebook page, which I neglect, Twitter and the Instagram page. Maybe I should employ someone to help me do my social medias. But no, I'm trying to think of some stuff to sort a day where I can go through social media. But yeah, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed the testing the water vlog for the live video. As I say, I do apologise. The video quality wasn't great. I'm going to be back. Hopefully, I'm going to go to any TCR UK this year. To be honest, Mark, I want to have a look at it, mate. It's something I want to do. Um, Potentially might go to Croft if I can, because Croft's only an hour and a half away from us, so you never know. I might try and do that. I'll have to have a look. It depends. It depends on what shifts I'm on at work as well over the weekend. That's half the battle, is trying to see what goes on. What about Chris James? Great season ahead for him. Yes, Daryl. I might try and get Chris James on a live video. I need to message him. I need to get back your brains and get you to help me with that. But yeah, Global Lights for Chris James this year. Fantastic, fantastic championship to be off. I need to look into that for when we do invite him on for a live video. I think personally, after what he's gone through as well, I think it's great to see him back racing. Last time we saw him race was obviously the BTCC. But it's nice to see Chris James back in a race car, to be honest. So I'll try and drop him a message and say, would you like to come on to Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs? I might have to rack your brains, Daryl, or copy you in, or help get you to help me reach out to him and invite him onto a live video. That'd be interesting. We could have an ex-British touring car driver onto the live video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what it brings for the next couple of months and next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'll be live on Monday. It will be a 8:45 start. It may be even earlier if I get back. It may be a 8:30 start, depending on what time I get back from work. No, I'm off on Monday. What am I on about? I'm off for the week. What a clown I am. It's the week after I'm on about. Not this week coming, the week after. But next week I will be live at 8:30. I probably will stay till 10 o'clock then. And we'll see how well it goes for the F1. Yeah, I'm off for the week, mate, next week. I'm off for the week. Looking forward to a well-deserved week off. It's first time I've had a week off for a while. I'm always looking, mate. You can swap if you want. You can have my week off and I'll go and do work if you want. But yeah, so as I said, Monday, mate, Monday. Next Monday. So this Monday coming. Because then I can look who's fastest in testing. Good evening, Ross. Have I found out where Ty got the Row Motorsport tops from? To be honest with you, mate, Row Motorsport sponsor Ty, so you'd have to ask them. Because Row Motorsport Oils or Row Motor Oils sponsor Ty, so you'd have to ask them how they get a t-shirt. I'm not too sure how you get it. Monday, Sky are doing their, oh, for God's sake, if Sky are doing theirs, ours is going to be 10 times better than Sky Sports F1, I tell you. But yeah, you have to ask them, Ross. But I can try and find out for you, mate. I haven't had time. I've not had time to pretty much do what I need to do. I've got so many hours in a day. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in. As per usual, it's been a blast. It's been a bit weird being on YouTube, but it is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed this live video on YouTube. If you haven't, then obviously do give it a dislike. I'm not really going to be upset about it. If you are new for Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs, please do like and subscribe. And I'll see you Monday for the F1 preview show. Just remember, guys, thoughts and opinions about F1 and any other motorsport are my own. I know some people might think Hoppers is a bit weird with his thoughts and opinions, but I'm not weird. But yes, guys, I will see you Monday at 8:30 for the F1 preview show. And I might even watch Sky Sports F1's preview to see and take notes and then try and see what happens. But yes, guys, as David Croft would say, it's lights out and away we go. I'll see you Monday at 8:30. Take care. I'll see you at the. If you know me directly on Facebook or Instagram, or you know me personally, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm always around. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in. Take care, and it's lights out, and away we go. See you later. Ta-ra.